Hello, this is Riley with Follett Technical Service. Today we're going to install the Heatcraft or Larkin outdoor condensing unit. Please note that this three-phased unit is only used with the Horizon Elite 1410 ice machine. Before we begin, please be sure to use personal protective equipment. Follett recommends protective eyewear and gloves for this procedure. Also, disconnect power from the unit when appropriate. The tools and supplies we'll be using today are as follows: stubby gauge, manifold gauge set and vacuum pump, micron gauge, scale and R404A refrigerant, 20-pound tank of nitrogen, emery cloth and deburring tool, torch and brazing compound, cloth and clean water for brazing and wiping down joints, voltage meter, wire cutters and strippers, flathead and Phillips head screwdriver, ground lug kit. Use a gauge to ensure there's a holding charge in the condensing unit. Also check to be sure there's a holding charge in the ice machine. After running your line sets, clean and deburr the copper ends. Also clean and deburr the connections at the valves. Remove the caps and the Schrader stems from the ice machine and the condensing unit valves. Make the physical connections to the line sets and the condensing unit valves and the ice machine valves. Connect the gauge set to the service valves at the condensing unit and flow nitrogen through the line set. Push back the insulation at the ice machine and hold in place with a pipe cutter. Wrap the valves with a damp cloth. Braze the connections. Ensure the braze is complete by checking with a mirror. Wipe down the joints and reinstall the insulation. Connect the gauge set to the ice machine service ports and flow nitrogen through the line set. Wrap the valves at the condensing unit with a damp cloth. Push back the insulation and hold in place with a pipe cutter. Braze the connections. Ensure the braze is complete by checking with a mirror. Wipe down the joints and reinstall the insulation. Install a micron gauge at the low side service port of the ice machine. Connect the gauge set to the service ports at the condensing unit and pump down the system to 500 microns. Charge the system with 20 pounds of nitrogen. Repeat the pump down and charge 2 more times. Weigh in 7.5 pounds of R404A refrigerant into the system. Remove the electrical panel. On the back of the panel, refer to the wiring diagram and also the instructions for adjusting the phase loss monitor and the delay restart. Make the electrical connections at the condensing unit. Be sure to follow local codes. We are installing a ground lug for this application. Use a meter to measure the incoming voltage. Adjust the phase monitor to match the measured incoming voltage. If the phase monitor has a fault upon startup, switch 2 phases at the contactor.